It's just something a lot of people don't practice. At the top end of things, the best shooters out there, shot to shot, the reload speed, shot to shot is about the same as the draw speed. Not a lot of people can do that, but that's kind of can tell you, where you should be at, what you should shoot for anyways. So, a couple things with the load. Go ahead and put her out here. Now, first off, USPSA does the speed reloads, or whatever you want to call them. IDPA, we've got the slide lock reloads, we've got the retention loads, but a lot of reloads are the same in some of the regards here. Okay, we're out here, we're just going to say this could be a slide lock reload or a speed reload, either one. You're out here, you fire that last shot. The first thing we got to do is get on that mag button right now. Okay, right away. Now, I can't hit the button just where I have it. I have to shift my hand to hit the button. That means I also shift it back. If I do that at the same time as I'm doing everything else, it doesn't add up a lot. When I do that, when I hit the button, okay, I want the gun to be pointed more or less up and down like this so the magazine comes out. Unless something is wrong with your gun, if you hit the magazine button, the gun is like this, the magazine will fall out. There's no need to help it out, pulling it with this hand, shaking it with this arm. So many are doing that. So many people do that. You don't need to do that. If it's not falling out, you're probably doing something wrong. Unless it's with your gun, and occasionally you'll have some, those can be sorted out. So that's the first area where a lot of people lose a lot of time. You just hit that button, it should come right out. Now, I bring the gun back up about into here when I do my reload. You have the most dexterity right here. Just think if you're going to try to thread a needle, you would do it here. You wouldn't do it out here like this or down here. But yet that's where almost everybody does the reloads. So I'll bring it right back into here. Now, if you've got a nice magwell and limited gun, you can get away with it a little bit. You try to load one of these things without a magwell, which most of you guys have something a little similar to this. You need all the help you can get. So by bringing it back here, I'm going to index my upper body, my arm into my body, so it's the same place every time. I don't have to wonder if I'm here, here, out here. It's right there. A lot of times I'm going to be moving when I do this. So it's just consistency. That's what I want. I want to do this 10 times and have a minimal amount of screw-ups. So that's that right there, okay? Now, this hand, obviously, as soon as I break that shot, this hand is going for that magazine box. Probably the hardest thing to master for people is the ability to get that magazine in your hand the correct way. You really need to have it something like this. The finger up by the bullet. Most people don't. They end up with it down here like this or something like this. You get that by the way you grab the magazine. Most people look at this and see this exposed part of the magazine and think that's where they have to grab it. So they grab it like that, and it's not conducive to the best reloads you can do. You need to grab it about like this. Okay, my finger's up here where the bullet's at, but I'm grabbing with the backs of these fingers. Again, that's not really a natural thing. It's just something you've got to train yourself to do. You need to have that.
So you don't do this. You don't grab it from the side.
What? No, not at all. Nope.
Well, that is awkward.
Yeah. I would grab it. My hand would come in. And see, yours are a little close to the body. These last couple of fingers, it's grabbing it more than anything.
Okay.
Yeah, so they end up with
We're
it
on
like
the
this.
fitness protection program, so the mags are tighter.
Yeah, right.
You don't want them too tight. Yeah, this isn't too tight. If you shoot production, you got to do maybe 3 reloads a lot of times on the stage. So get used to doing that, not just practicing out of the one. You got to be able to go 1, 2, 3. All at once. If you're shooting 1, and each time have the magazine come up in your hand about like that. It gets a little harder. The first one's always the easiest, but so that's something. Again, you master that at dry fire. You just really test it out here. You're not going to sit here and practice in live fire because you're too worried about everything else. I'm up here. I'm hitting the mag button, coming back in here. I'm getting right to this point. Okay, this is the make or break point of the reload. Everything else is pretty easy to duplicate 100% of the time. This is the part that's a little hard sometimes. Getting that magazine to go right in there. You need a little bit of a pause right here. Okay? If I'm going really fast and I don't have a pause and I happen to miss it, then something like that happens where it comes out of your hands, and then this is a 2-second screw up or something like that. If I have a little bit of a pause, nobody hits it all the time, so you just a little, couple of tenths, 2-3 of a second bobble, rather than a 2-second screw up. That's what that is. The other thing is when you seat the magazine, okay, this hand really should never stop. Comes up, seats the magazine, and just continues to move and to slide right back out on the gun. It's one motion instead of two. It's not 1, 2. It's 1, like that. Again, that's a ton of practice, a lot of dry fire, a lot of repetition. It's almost the same thing as when you're coming onto your grip, just like this. Okay, you need to have some pressure into the gun, because if you don't, then you can do that. Okay, you need to, and it's just something you got to master. So, I've probably done, for every real reload I've done in live fire, I've probably done 10 or 20 of them in dry fire. That's how you get it.